Hey there folks, it's Sade and today I have a haul video for you guys. I haven't done one of these because, well, I haven't bought a ton of art supplies all at one time. And this time I did because I've been working on some classes about gouache. And I just wanted to share these gouache paints with you because I think some of them you probably haven't seen before. So let's get going. First we've got good old Reeves. I started out with artist grade gouache and I never actually used student grade gouache, so I figured it would be a good idea to get a handle on... Wow, this package is so hard to open for me. How did I open this the first time? I thought it would be a good idea. Wow. To get some student grade paints to try out and see what it's like working with them. And these are the cheapest of the cheap. They redesigned their packaging, which is a little sad for me. The old Reeves paints, I remember them being like that since I was like a little girl, and now they're all like minimalist. I guess you can consider it aesthetic. It looks kind of generic to me. I mean, they were generic before, but more so? I don't know. I don't know what I'll be doing with these paints because the quality is quite low. I knew they weren't going to be that great, but I was pretty surprised when I tried using them just how bad they are. But I guess I'll probably just try to use them up anyway. Lukas gouache paints. As far as I'm aware, this is the only grade of Lukas gouache. I think they have something that looks a little different that's available in the US, but I'm pretty sure that they're the same grade because the website only lists one type. This says Profi Qualität. No, that's just not true. The plus side is that at the very least these were about as cheap as Reeves was over here, so thank goodness for that. So this is the color range that they come in, and these were around the same as Reeves quality, maybe only slightly better. I'm planning on doing full reviews on all of these. The color selection is interesting. You got your primaries, your white and your black, and the green. I guess they just really wanted to give us 6 colors. I mean, it was a good idea that they gave us the green because these two don't, actually none of these mix together really greatly. So that is the Lukas paint. I got this and it's still in its bag. I have the smaller version of this Rowney System 3 sword. This one here. And I really love it. So I wanted to get the bigger version. I guess you can already see how worn down it is versus that one. Yeah, that's a pretty big difference. This almost looks like it's meant to be curved. Not a sharp angle, but a curved angle. Whereas this is clearly a sharp angle. And that is how you wear down your bristles. That's also how a flat brush can eventually become a filbert. So this is the difference between the sizes if you're curious about these two. This is the 1/4 size. This is the 1/2 size. For comparison, this is a number 6 Kolinsky sable. So I'm pretty excited to start using this. I really love this type of brush a lot. It's great for using with gouache. And since we're on the topic of brushes, I also got these Windsor and Newton foundation brushes. I got them because I wanted to get the free shipping on Prime and they were really cheap. And also I wanted some flat brushes. Obviously I used these already, but I wanted to put them back in the packaging so that you could see. They're actually pretty nice. They have like a pretty good flex and snap and a nice edge. I've never seen this line before, this foundation. I guess like it's lower than the Windsor and Newton and Cotman line, but it's not bad. I wanted something pretty cheap but not like absolutely junky, and I figured Windsor and Newton wasn't going to fail me on that, and I think they did a pretty good job. I don't know why do the bristles have to be white? Like when they get stained, it's so upsetting. Why couldn't they be brown? They have a watercolor ones that's brown, but I didn't want to get it because I thought it might hold a little more water or something. And that wouldn't be as good for gouache. They're still good brushes though, just like, man, they look hideous when they get stained. I got this set of Daler-Rowney System 3 original acrylics. Basically because they were the cheapest set that I could get. I wanted to get this so that I can compare acrylic paint with gouache and with acrylic gouache. So this is what they look like. This is their student grade line. I haven't tried them out yet, so I don't really have anything to say, but I'm curious to see what they're like. To go along with that, I got these. A white box. An entire box of phthalo turquoise? No, okay. I got these. Turner acrylic gouache. I think Jackson's is actually having a sale on these right now, so if you're interested in getting them, this is a good time. So I got phthalo blue, jet black, a mixing white, this Japanese color. Okay, so I got this Japanese color because they did not have any magenta in stock. I actually really wanted to only get the Japanese colors because I think that they look so cool. But since they have grittiness added to them, I didn't want that to be my first experience with acrylic gouache. This is Japanese red, purple Budoshuiro. So I'm pretty excited about this one. This is my magenta substitute. I also got a regular white. This is your titanium white. This is your zinc white. And finally, I got an itsy bitsy tube of permanent lemon. So I got a slightly off-center primaries, 2 whites, and a black. For trying these out. I'm kind of curious whether I'll like these or not. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. First of all, am I the only one who got tricked by the size of this? I was not paying attention, and I know it says right here, 5 milliliters, but I've never seen gouache in 5 milliliter tubes, and I'm a little concerned because these babies, they're so small. This is my finger. This is this tube. Like, that is not a normal gouache size. Is it gonna be okay? Can I actually make more than like a painting with this? I don't know. I'm really excited because everybody talks about Holbein and says that they're amazing. So I I'm very curious to see what these will be like. It's a nice set, primaries, white, black. And it's super handy. I like that they have this little sponge just to make sure that your paints don't get jostled around. You'll see what this is like. I haven't tried this one out yet because it was part of my cursed Jackson's order that was refusing to actually come here. So, this is Royal Talens gouache, which is so cute because it comes with this little mixing chart. Oops! One of the colors is missing. There we go. Same deal as with the Holbein. You get a primary triad, white, black, for mixing. I'm not really impressed by these paints. They're really liquidy. And there's something about them that I do like. For some reason they seem fun, but when I actually think about the qualities of them, they're disappointing. There's something that's fun about painting with them. I don't know, they're really liquidy in comparison to other gouache paints. And in terms of the artist grade, I think I'd have them at the bottom of the ones that I've tried so far. I'm definitely going to use them, but I think probably because they definitely add white to all of their paints, it's not really my style of gouache. Next up, these two kind of random colors of Linnell's Extra Fine Artist Gouache. This is from Du Franc et Bourgeois. This is Japanese Green. And this is Persian Yellow. So I got these to go with this so that I would have 3 colors to look at. It's a little off. It's kind of like a secondaries. So as you would have a green, an orange, and then a purple. But instead of purple, I have this mineral blue. I'll work it out. And these have flip tops, which is interesting. I don't like the flip tops because, as you can see, you have dried paint in there. That's not so cool. So I just screwed off like a screw top. These are actually pretty good as artist grade paints. They have another line, their fine line, which looks like this. That is their student grade paint. This is their artist grade paint. I was really confused when I first got them because I thought this was the artist grade paint because it looks like it's actually been updated, but this is the artist grade paint. Next up, Horadam gouache. So we have lemon yellow, burnt umber, and quinacridone violet. And these are everything that you probably guessed that they would be. They're really great. I hardly use any of them for all of the testing that I have done with them already. Definitely one of my top gouache paints. I got these to go along with these that I had already. And so I end up with a slightly off primary plus brown and 2 whites. I got this brown. I thought it would be cool to make darks with instead of a black. And I didn't have a burnt umber before, I think. So this is a nice combo. Sennelier gouache. Now I bet you didn't even know that they made gouache. I knew that, and I have been dreaming of getting this gouache for a long time now because I've just been so curious because I never heard anybody say anything, not even a peep about this gouache. So I'm so excited, and I love them. I love them so much. They're so beautiful and rich and creamy and vibrant and velvety. I love them so, so much, and they would be my favorite gouache ever if they didn't smell. They smell. Why do they smell? They smell really bad, but they're so pretty. Even the tubes are pretty. So I got a sort of Zorn palette. This is Venetian Red, Ivory Black, yellow ochre and titanium white. And they're so nice to work with. Just so nice. But so stinky. Why? Why stinky? So these are honestly a shocker. I love these. I wish they were artist grade paints because they are so much fun. These are the paints from Caran. They actually have tubes as well as these pans, so that's how I got this white tube. And this is a magenta, a black, and a yellow. I got these to go with this one, so I would end up with a full set. And they are so nice. I really, really love them. It's so easy to work with these. If you just want to sketch and you don't want to worry about like getting the consistency right too much or anything like that, these are just so much fun. If only they were light fast, if only they were artist grade, I'd probably use them all the time. But they're really nice if you're looking for something cheap. Well, that depends on where you're living. But these are like €1 a tablet for me, so they're really cheap, really nice. Definitely the best student grade gouache I have tried, for sure. Love these a lot for a student grade. One tube of this. Honestly, I kind of didn't want to because I know I don't like this gouache, but I got this to go with these. So, you know, video. I didn't even bother getting black. I don't know. I figured I can mix it. These are humongous and not very nice. Well, they're not the worst. Okay, if you want something that's probably going to be light fast in comparison to the Caran student grade, this is the student grade that I would go with because at least it functions closer to good quality gouache than the Lukas or the Reeves does. They have a kind of like weird jelly-like consistency. I don't really like it, but there's a ton of it. That's 60 milliliters. That is a lot. And they're not expensive. And they actually have all of their information. But they're another victim of the smelly gouache syndrome. I don't really know why that happens, but that's something you need to look out for. Okay, now we're down to random items. This is a bit of Tupperware that I got from making my own Stay Wet palette for the acrylic that I bought. We'll see how that goes. I also got this just one tube of Pebeo Studio Gouache. I'm probably going to get a couple more, but this 100 milliliter tube of ultramarine blue from Pebeo's Studio line. I wanted to try out the line. I thought one color is enough, but I'm probably going to get something else so that I can do a better review of the colors. I also got this. This is Maimeri's student grade line. Unfortunately, I can't find the artist grade line anywhere that I can get it. And I got this color because an artist named Sandra Roberto. I'll put a link to her channel in the description. She said that she really loved this green, so I wanted to try it out. I might get a couple other colors just to look at the whole line, but I'm pretty excited. Like, so what is this image? Is this like a pomegranate? A weird fish? Do you know? I don't know. And finally, just because I wanted to try it out, I got this Shinhan poster color, which I wanted actually to get more because they're pretty cheap, but they didn't have colors that made sense to me, so I just went with this one because I figured that I can do a lot with a sepia-like color. It has like the consistency of creamy gouache already, so it's pretty nice. And that's it. That's the whole haul. I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing all of my random gouache purchases. Believe it or not, there was supposed to be more than this, but all of my deliveries were cursed and not everything actually arrived. If you're interested in seeing a comparison of the different properties of some of these gouaches and you want to learn how to pick what gouache is best for your style, then I would definitely suggest that you take my new Skillshare class, which is your guide to gouache brands. I'll have a link in the description below. If you don't use Skillshare, you can sign up and get 2 months free. And I will also have it available as a class if you don't like signing up for subscription services and you just want to buy the class. I will also have it available just for you to get it yourself. I talk about these different brands, the difference between artist grade and student grade gouache, and everything that you need to know about just getting started choosing your gouache brands. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to my patrons who are always there and encouraging me. My $10 patrons and above also get this class for free. Even my $1 patrons get scans of the comparisons that I did with this gouache, so head over there if you want to see that. And on my Instagram, I'm planning on doing a month of gouache, so I'm excited and somewhat nervous about that. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you next time. And until then, be gentle with yourself. Bye!